experienced archaeologist and feng shui master Shu Kai agrees to help his longtime friend Gao Ying-Ying in her quest to find a legendary lost tomb as quickly as possible. The reason is that an antidote which can save her dying father is hidden there. Joining the pair in their search are Xuan Er and Xuan San, members of the Black Wind community, and Huang Haishan, a seasoned tomb explorer. For those who aren't particularly familiar with popular trends in Chinese cinema, it's worth noting that since the early 2000s, stories about tomb raiders have been immensely popular. Leading this trend are two book series, each with its own loyal fan base. On one side, there's the Ghost Blows Out the Candle series by Tianxia Bachang, which has been adapted into the Mojin movie franchise and the TV series Candle in the Tomb. On the other side, there's The Grave Robbers Chronicles by an author writing under the pseudonym Uncle 3, whose main adaptations include the blockbuster film Time Raiders and the series The Lost Tomb. Of course, this doesn't mean the genre is limited to these two book series and their adaptations. Tianxia Bachang and Uncle 3 have their followers, and one of them is Ding Chunqiu, who wrote the novel The Legend of the Five Dragons Tomb. Almost immediately after its publication, it was adapted into a film of the same name in 2020. The movie was released at the peak of the genre's popularity and performed well on online platforms. However, a sequel wasn't immediately possible, especially since the novel itself has no follow-ups. As a result, The Lost Mausoleum only appeared a few years later. Essentially, it's not a sequel, but a reboot, an attempt to relaunch the project in a format more suitable for serialization. The only character connecting The Lost Mausoleum to its previous adaptation is Huang Haishan, who was played by Gao Hailong in The Legend of the Five Dragons Tomb, and by Han Dong in the new film. All other characters have been reimagined, clearly drawing inspiration from Mojin and The Lost Tomb, creating a diverse group with strong potential for relationship dynamics in case of possible sequels. The film's producers made the bold decision to cast relatively unknown actors and hire a young director with a distinct creative vision, Zhang Ying-Li, who previously directed the intriguing retro comic Mystery Magic Figure. Ultimately, the film leaves a mixed impression. On one hand, there's nothing particularly new here, and stories about lost tombs have become quite tiresome. On the other hand, when compared to similar works, The Lost Mausoleum is a solid and worthy project, with good pacing, likable characters, and a varied plot that doesn't just revolve around wandering through dark caves. Of course, it won't revolutionize the genre, but for those who, for some reason, still aren't tired of crypts, sarcophagi, rituals, and traps, the film is definitely worth recommending.